What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. Luton Town 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Spurs just about get over the line with 10 men for the whole of that second half, with Bissouma getting sent off for the most stupid of stupid reasons. He gets booked late on in the first half on the 38th minute. And then a few minutes later, he's diving just outside the Luton box to, and it was such a silly one as well, where he just didn't need to do it. We were in the ascendancy. We had all the domination in the game. And then he puts us under trouble. He puts us in so much trouble in the game. We luckily did get away with it 1-0 with Van de Ven scoring early in that second half. But the chances that we had in that first half to put the game to bed, really. We could have put that game to bed within the opening 10 minutes of this game, literally. Richarlison misses 2 gilt-edged chances at the back post, one-on-one as well. Sonny has shots, Maddison has shots, Kulusevski as well, all having chances in that opening 20 minutes, half an hour. But what Bissouma did late on in that first half, it's just crazy talk. Like, why do that? Why? I just don't get it. Like, why? For what reason?
Putting us under so much pressure, it gave Tottenham a bit of a mountain to climb. Because going into the second half, 0-0 and down to 10 minutes was always going to make it a lot more difficult to win the game. And it'll add even more frustration, just the fact that we were so dominant in that first half, and we had so many chances to go 1 or 2-0 up in that first half, and we didn't take them. And then not only did we not take them, it got compounded by the fact we went down to 10 men right at the end of the half as well. And all of a sudden, a result that looked like for sure Tottenham were going to win in that first half was put into the balance with that ridiculous action from Bissouma. And I hope that Postecoglou is angry with him, because he really put the result at risk with what he did. It's just ridiculous action from him to be sent off in that, especially to be sent off like that, or diving on the edge of the opposition's box when he could have even had a shot himself if he wanted to. It was an absolute ridiculous action from him, but luckily we dug deep in that second half. We found a moment of magic through Maddison, who I always felt was going to be the guy to provide that moment of magic, and he did with an unbelievable assist early in the second half, dancing past Doughty, brilliant pullback for Van de Ven, who was able to stick it in. And the fact that we took the lead as well was always going to be crucial. Who got that first goal in this game, especially now we're down to 10 men. And we did have to ride our luck in that second half. They did miss a few chances, Luton, but I felt, to be fair, once Postecoglou made the changes in that second half, went to a back 5, I thought we were defensively very, very solid. And I think his changes probably won us the game, because I think if we didn't make those changes when he did, we definitely looked like we were going to concede.
Yeah, it just seemed like every cross into the box, every time they got anywhere near our box, like they were getting good chances on goal, but their poor quality and poor finishing, I think, is probably what got us those 3 points in the end. Because I think until that whole second half, until we made those changes, it looked like Luton were very much going to score a goal. They were beating us in the air every time they got the ball in the box, and it was worrying. It really was worrying. But you got to commend the performance of the Spurs team for digging deep, staying in the game, winning the game, and taking 3 points when they have 10 men for so long of that 90 minutes. 45 minutes pretty much we had 10 men for. Commendable performances from players like Pedro Porro, who I thought was absolutely brilliant on the day. I would probably give him my man of the match, to be honest, because I thought defensively he was brilliant. He was creating options up the pitch as well, trying to drive the team forward at times. Mickey Van de Ven obviously gets the goal, his first goal for the club, and he gets the official man of the match, and he was brilliant. Every time the ball came into the box, it was usually him batting the ball away and providing a really good option for the team in the back line. And you got to say that, look, as much as Bissouma put us under a lot of pressure in that first half, you got to commend the team the way they fought all the way till the end and won that game.
Yeah, we had to show our fighting spirit. We had to show a different side to our game to get over the line and get the result today. And at the end of the day, we did get the win. We got the 1-0 win, and that's what matters most. And performance-wise, it's hard to judge it, because I thought first half we played pretty well, but we should have put the game to bed. Second half, we're down to 10 men, so it's hard to judge about, like, oh, we should have attacked more, all these different things. When you're down to 10 men, it's all about just getting the result and just getting through the game. And I think we managed that really, really well. And I'm proud of the boys again today for how they've performed in another different kind of test. The first time we've been down to 10 men, and we've had to have that different test thrown at us. And I know Luton, even Luton on the best side, so even down to 10 men, there was always going to be opportunity to win, but you still got go ahead and do it, and it's still always going to be a difficult job to go and win with 10 men. And I'm proud of the boys that we got the goal. We defended resolutely. We were able to see out Luton late in the game as well with under minimal pressure. Everyone really dug in and fought for the team, and again we showed our fighting spirit, and another win in the bag, and we go top of the league. So I couldn't be prouder or happier with the team. And despite Basuma's ridiculous action and really went close to letting the team down, we got the job done in the end, and maybe the team who probably saved Basuma's blushes a bit.
Yeah, massively so. But let's say that again, Spurs go top of the league today, maybe just until tomorrow. But it's nice to see after 8 games, Spurs and Luton actually are the only teams with 8 games played. But Spurs do sit top of the league with 20 points. Man City on 18, Arsenal on 17, and Liverpool on 16. But another player I want to mention today, especially, well, actually, I thought he was brilliant the whole game. It was Dejan Kulusevski. I thought, especially in the first half when we were attacking them, he was the one trying to take the game to them, taking it past men and becoming a real handful. But I felt he actually earned his big money in that second half. Tireless running, non-stop running, trying to hold the ball up. He was playing like a lone striker at times, and the kind of work rate he put in for the team today was so valuable for us when we were down to 10 men, and I'm not sure if we would have been able to do it as well as we did without him.
Yeah, and just on the few occasions he was able to relieve the pressure for us and hold the ball up, and even sometimes he was able to take people on and create openings for us as well in that second half. Massive props to Kulusevski, who just had a thankless task up front on his own for pretty much a lot of that second half, but he did a sterling job. And every time we were looking forward to go long, he was the one that we looked for, and a lot of the time he was struggling to compete, but I felt like he got a bit of a second wind later in the game, and he did a great job holding the ball up and relieving a lot of the pressure for Spurs. Got to give him a lot of credit. Kulusevski worked so hard for the team, so big up to him. And also, he was only on for a few minutes, but Veliz made, he looked all right when he came on last few minutes physically as well. I'm more looking at a bit, was able to compete with a few headers. He was holding the ball up quite well.
He looked bright.
He definitely looked bright. So maybe see more of him.
I would love to see more of him. He looks like some guy with a real good energy on the pitch. He looked like he'd be able to compete in the air. We know about his aerial presence, but we didn't know about how he can physically compete in the Premier League with Luton backline. It's not like they're not physical players. They were fairly physical today. So I think he did a really good job up against them, winning the ball quite a few times in the air when we tried to make it stick, playing long balls and punting it up there when we needed to kind of protect that result. So yeah, I was impressed with Veliz, and like I said to you a few days ago, I was impressed with him in his cameo in the last game as well. So maybe things to come from Alejo Veliz. But all in all, I think look, it was a hard watch today at times because we go down to 10 men so early, but you got to be proud of the team sticking in there, getting the 3 points, going top of the league. Basuma's going to be suspended for the next game, and just to confirm that it is only a 1-game match ban, and he is again on 4 bookings now. So if he gets booked in, then when he comes back against who is he going to come back against?
Palace.
If he comes back against Palace, gets booked that game, he'll be out for the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
So that's a big source of frustration. But 3 points, top of the league, very hard fought win with 10 men. And we've done well today. So thank you everyone for joining us today. That is your instant match reaction. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.